The future of Arsenal Football Club is an extremely, extremely interesting topic. You've got a club right now that their fan base is extremely disappointed, angry, frustrated with this season. Should have been their year, really, or at least everyone thought it would be their year. Edu Gaspar left his post as director of football of Arsenal a couple of months ago, left, joined Nottingham Forest, become their director of football. Arsenal get into the January transfer window, don't sign anyone, have a huge injury crisis. Havertz, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus, crash out of the FA Cup, crash out of the League Cup. Fast forward to today, the 3rd of March, and Arsenal, for the first time in, I would say, a good couple of months, actually have some positive news. We're going to get into that. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video. Make sure you have hit that subscribe button. We're steamrolling our way towards 50,000 subscribers. As it stands right now, we are about 635, I believe is the exact number, away from hitting 47K. So big up to every single one of you. Now, David Ornstein put out a tweet on the 27th of February, a few days ago. And it was a short list of director of footballs or sporting directors, whatever you prefer to call them. Jason Atto, Dan Ashworth, Andrea Berta, Roberto Alabi, Thiago Scuro, amongst the names discussed or spoken to. Process ongoing as Arsenal whittled down options to interview before final decision. Now, this got everyone in the footballing world speaking about what does the future actually hold for Arsenal? Is it winning league titles? Is it competing? Is it identifying if this project has actually worked? You've also got to look at the situation with regards to Mikel Arteta. Is he the head coach? Is he the football manager? I personally believe, and a lot of the top football clubs do it like this now, where it's very rare across the footballing world right now that a lot of these managers or coaches, should I say, are actually managers. The majority of big clubs, the Real Madrids, the Bayern Munichs, the Cities, Inter Milans, whoever you want to call it, have a director of football or a sporting director that make all of the big calls regarding how the club are going to operate in the transfer market, who they're going to buy, who they're going to sell, what the end goal is. Lots of people have criticised Arsenal recently saying, does Mikel Arteta have too much control? And then Fabrizio Romano today, following up from this David Ornstein tweet, has confirmed that Arsenal have identified Andrea Berta as their top target as new director of football in order to replace Edu. Discussions already took place. Berta left Atletico after building a team with key signings in recent years. Talks at advanced stage, not sealed or done yet. Now, he worked alongside Simeone. He has a track record for signing some decent players, some very decent players. Has a few hits and misses in his time, but every single director of football has hits and misses in their time. You know, Manchester City, Tixi Birkenstein didn't get it right every single time at Manchester City. Now, some of the best signings he's made, Jan Oblak, Anton Griezmann, Rodri, Yannick Carrasco, the Belgian winger, Luis Suarez, back to Atletico. You know, honorable mentions to Julian Alvarez, Kieran Trippier, Marcos Llorente, Diogo Jota, David Villa, Angel Carrera, Mario Mandzukic. You know, I believe he was even signed Matheus Cunha, who is currently at Wolves. You know, don't get me wrong. He also did get a couple wrong. He signed João Felix, who didn't really work out I just don't think it was the right club for him. He has helped Atletico Madrid win Super Cups, Europa Leagues, league titles, compete in a Champions League final. This season has left. This season he'd left a few months ago. So Atletico Madrid's Julian Alvarez, apologies, was not actually signed by him. Neither was Conor Gallagher. And Atletico Madrid find themselves right now in a very, very healthy position in the league. They're currently in the Champions League as well, competing, and they are in the Copa del Rey. Now, my opinion is, if you can work alongside Diego Simeone, who is one of the most, I would say, definitely can be hostile managers on the touchline, very emotional, aggressive, passionate. He's a winner, though, isn't he? He's won 2 league titles with Atletico Madrid, competing in a league which is basically 2 teams. Currently is above Real Madrid, 1 point below Barcelona. Barcelona, by the way, have scored 71 goals. That is insane. Currently find themselves also in the Copa del Rey, also in the Champions League. You know, they are in a very, very good position, Atletico Madrid. And the biggest thing for it is in terms of Andrea Berta, you know, he is a well-respected director of football. He's an experienced director of football. 53 years of age, you know, been club director or technical director at Atletico Madrid since 2013. So he's been on the hierarchy. He was sporting director of Genoa before that. He was sporting director of Parma. Become technical director in 2017 of Atletico. Helped build that team that won the league title and got Atletico Madrid in a very, very healthy position. I think this is a massive, massive, massive bit of news for Arsenal. I think a lot of their fans should be very optimistic about this because he's built title-winning teams. He wants to compete on all fronts. He's in a team which Arsenal and Atletico Madrid are a little bit similar in terms of Man United and Liverpool. For me, are the 2 biggest clubs in the league. Third is Arsenal, right? Similar situation to Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid don't really win in terms of the Champions League, neither do Arsenal. They do pick up league titles, same as Arsenal. They're very good in the domestic trophies, same as Arsenal. But he couldn't get Atletico Madrid over the line. Maybe Arteta at some point can get Arsenal over the line. I think with the track record of some of those signings, I think it will be a really good thing for Arsenal. Benjamin Sesko is still one of their most thought of after transfers. He's still the favourite in terms of the striker to come in. It will be very interesting to see what Andrea thinks of that signing. Will they go for Alexander Isak? Will they go for Buemo? You know, Arsenal are heavily, heavily fought to have a huge transfer window. They have to respond to Liverpool winning this league. Liverpool could do a treble this season. In Arne Slot's first year in English football, winning a league title has to be a massive kick in the teeth for Mikel Arteta. It has to be, you know. I think when you look at what this Arsenal team need, they desperately need more firepower right now. Injury crisis up front. No Havertz, no Martinelli, no Saka, no Jesus. If they can get rid of some of the dead wood, get rid of Jesus and Sterling, Zinchenko, Tomiyasu, you know, raise some funds and go out there and buy some top talent, Arsenal can compete. The question mark is always going to be around Arteta. Is he good enough to get them over the line? Is he a good enough manager? But at the end of the day, the Cronkies want this guy to be here. So whether people agree, whether people disagree, he is going to be here. Will a technical director of a good standard who's helped supply good enough players to get Atletico Madrid to win a league title, I have confidence in him that he could do the same to a Liverpool or a Chelsea or an Arsenal. So it'd be very interesting to see what happens. At Atletico Madrid for 12 years, experienced director of football, experienced technical director. His CV ticks all the boxes for Arsenal. It's going to be interesting to see if they do appoint him. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next time. I am out.